Hey guys, welcome back to another AMA. This is AMA 31. Today we have Gribbly, of course.
Gribbly. Hey.
Yeah. Hey. And we have a special co-host here, Pow. Yes. We're gonna mix it up a little bit, guys. Just kind of introducing more people as we go on the AMAs to give it a little, variety. So so a lot of these questions are pretty difficult to answer. Are you ready for this?
No.
Okay, that's the right way to respond.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Before we start, how was your day and just overall life with Gribbly so far? How's that been going for you?
Everything's going good. I've been pretty busy. We've been doing a lot of really fun stuff at work. We'll talk about some of that today. Not much going on. I'm excited that it's springtime. It's been a long, cold winter. I'm excited that the sun is starting to appear in Seattle and things are warming up. So doing a little camping trip this weekend. I'm excited about that.
That's so awesome. Yeah, and it's beautiful out there too. It really is. Yeah, experience the sun especially. Guys, I hope you guys are ready. Please, guys, before we get started, please subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it. All right. Our first question is from King Finor, I think how you say it. Yes. When you check the #new, #hot tab, it's clear to see that there is one type of room dominating everything very often, and that's costume role plays. It seems to be taken over the watch to the point where it's hard to find rooms that aren't just free inventions placed at the park or some template. Most of the rooms end up being republished by creators, and they fell off of the #new, which is no variation, meaning that these rooms are pretty much omnipresent. On the watch sometimes you can make these rooms in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, definitely hear that feedback. And I think it's fair to say we're aware of some of the limitations of the play algorithms. We definitely see sometimes, a type of room becoming dominant. And the kind of new dynamics not being tuned the way we would like. So what I can say about that is yes, I think that's fair criticism. And we're definitely aware of those limitations. We're working pretty actively on updating our discovery algorithms. This is kind of a big thing for us at the moment. And so you can expect to see us changing and iterating and updating and upgrading those algorithms in the coming weeks and months. Definitely one of our goals is to avoid any one content type being dominant, especially if it's something that's very quick and easy to create. Something that we're really investing in too, and that it's somewhat early days, but it's pretty exciting to be thinking about, is we're trying to get better at sort of defining what a good room is, in terms of what kind of engagement, in terms of how people how often they visit, how long they visit, what they do when they're there, do they cheer the room, all of those kind of signals. And obviously we do some of that in a basic way, but we think we can do it in a much more sophisticated way, and we're starting to do that work now with our discovery work. So really good feedback, something that we're aware of and actively working on. So thank you for the comment.
This is coming from Matthew Watts X. All right, the question is, why is Rec Room putting on events that clearly are meant to appeal to children, like League of Heroes, and consistently do marketing towards children? That's how they feel. As an adult, they feel as if this alienates the adults. They feel like they're just basically getting alienated in the Rec Room universe. So how is it intended that we can appeal to the adult base?
Okay, Matthew Watt X. Well, let me state for the record, as an adult, you are most welcome in Rec Room. So if you're feeling alienated, that is not our intention, and I apologize. I think from our perspective, we don't think of League of Heroes as a kid-only event by any means. We think it's a fun thing for everybody. I was very excited to get my cape.
Masterminds.
If that's how you're feeling, I can't really argue with your feeling on that. What I will say is we got a lot of events and really cool and interesting things planned for the year, and I can't spoil it in today's AMA. But we have something really, really fun, and that I think is a lot more all ages, that is planned for the next couple of weeks. So you'll see us do something that, let's just say it's just for you.
Oh, okay. All right. Yes.
All right. No,
I'm excited.
It's
But I was pretty excited about watching Spider-Man, Batman, and all that stuff. I don't think that's very kid stuff, right? I don't think so. All right, the next question is from Jandro. I think that's how I pronounce the name. Why is Rec Room pushing for scrolling when player space is asking for page buttons for the Make Your Pen UI?
Yeah, I mean, so we definitely hear the feedback. So to be specific, it's really specifically our VR players who give us the most grief about the scrolling, and let's be honest, it's fair enough. The scrolling feeling is not good enough, but when we say player base, we should clarify that it's we don't really get that feedback from players on consoles or on phones or anything like that. But that said, we obviously want our VR players to be super happy with the new UI, and we're just going to keep working on it until it feels right and you really enjoy using it. I will say, you've seen us probably, if you use the Maker Pen, like we rolled out the new UI for the Maker Pen, we got a lot of feedback that the scrolling didn't feel good, the button touching didn't feel good. We've been working on that. We've changed the layout so that you don't need to scroll on the main tools menu. So look, we're just going to keep tinkering with it, and it's not off the table to investigate bringing back some of the paging as probably as a shortcut on top of the scrolling. So instead of having to scroll manually, you can just press a button and you can go page by page, which will be, some users will be quicker and easier. But yeah, we're just going to keep working on it. I've said it many times, but we're just going to keep pushing on it until you like it.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, thank you so much for the answer and the question, guys.
Reasonable feedback.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So the next question is from Mighty C13 RR. Yes. Will there be a new profile UI join and invite button? Colors be changed, be more obvious whether the room is full or not? It's very hard to tell if it's possible to join or invite someone since only indication of thin outline. I need to squint to see it.
Yes, it's a bug. We're fixing it soon.
Oh, all right. Okay. All right. There we go, guys. Some confirmation there. I'm assuming that Gribbly knows the way to get out of the back rooms. Is that correct?
Sure. Yeah, I know all about it. Follow me.
Yeah, let's go, guys.
I see an exit over
here. Are you sure? Oh.
I don't know what's happening.
Get us out of here, Gribbly.
I'm trying.
Through the door?
Whatever. It's fine.
See, I'm telling you.
Our next question also is from Mighty C13 or Mighty C13. Will animated textures ever be available in the Maker Pen?
Oh, yes. So, ever? Yes, absolutely. I really, really, really want this. This is something that's really something that I really want, but not something we're currently working on. We got a bunch of other stuff ahead of that in the queue. So, not something that'll happen soon, but yeah, man, on the roadmap for sure, because doing those scrolling waterfalls and stuff, super sweet.
Yeah. In the roadmap, not soon, but it's in the roadmap.
All right.
Yeah.
That's exciting to hear. Let's go. All right. Thank you so much for answering that question. All right. So the next question comes from Dr. D. Dunder score Doc. That's how you pronounce it. Yes. Will we be able to change the values and range weapons in the configure menu, like magazine counts, damage outputs, and rate of fire?
Yeah. Okay. So this question is about some new Maker Pen tools that are coming out to allow you to make custom weapons, custom guns, so you can make some really fun PvP rooms. And do some really, really cool custom weapons that'll work really well. So some of that stuff like rate of fire and thing won't be built directly into the component, but you'll be able to use a delay chip and kind of like set whatever rate of fire you want via that. So you'll be able to get those effects for sure.
Nice.
So you'll be able to configure that stuff.
Awesome. Thank you so much for the question.
Awesome.
That's a really good update.
Our next question comes from PvP expert on Quest RR+. Will laser tag ever get a bucket in the lobby? Currently, the most expensive LT shop item can't even be used in LT. So they're wondering about this. Can we see sci-fi blazers and laser tag scored anytime soon? They want basically more content in there.
So I think on the bucket, yes, I think we can do it. I know we talked to the laser tag crew. They think they can put a bucket in there. They have to think through, like, we got to be a little bit careful with objects because you don't want them taken into while the match is on, and you can kind of like use it to cheat and stuff like that. But yeah, we think we can put one in the lobby. So we put that on their radar, and thank you for the request.
All right, guys. For the next question, Fluffyland 4128 asks, will you guys ever add hijabs? Is that how you say that?
Oh, sure, yeah. Like, so, we're always adding clothing items, and I know that a headscarf is on the list. I'm not sure exactly when, but I know it's actually relatively soon. And I think, if you want to express the idea of, hey, I'm wearing a hijab or something like that, the headscarf would be an appropriate item for that.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, definitely. Just give you guys more variety and customizing your own character like that way.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Question comes from TGM Ethan, class of 2019. Will you make a melee AI actually damage other AI? These AI can't fight ranged AI.
Right. So the short answer is no. We're not gonna update the AI in that way anytime soon. We actually feel like we've got a lot of work to do to make them the way they interact with humans a lot better. We've actually got a lot of work to do to kind of upgrade a lot of the AI stuff into the V2 system and make it way more flexible. So it won't be a priority to get the AI to fight each other anytime soon. So I'm sorry about that one.
Oh, okay. Did you find gold there or something?
Yo, that's my sandwich. Yo.
Oh, yo, Crook sandwich.
Got a cheese sandwich.
Wait a minute. No, don't mess with my snacks.
And the furthest snail 52 asks, will we ever fix the infinite loading screen loop on screen mode and VR?
Oh boy, yes, we hope so. So we're actively working on that right now. We got a pretty big effort going on to redo a bunch of loading code. As you can imagine, it's pretty important code in Rec Room, the code that loads you into a room. Oh. So we're taking our time to kind of make sure we're getting it right and that we're not going to like create any new problems. But we're pretty confident we're going to see a very large improvement in that issue very soon. I would say on the scale of the next few weeks, one of the updates will have a pretty big improvement. We can't be certain that it'll fix every infinite load. I bet there'll still be the occasional one. Rec Room's a big place. There's a lot of crazy rooms in here. And so, I'm sure there'll still be some bugs here and there. But you should see a big improvement soon. That's been a big priority for a bunch of our engineers.
Oh, thank you so much for answering that question. That was really great. Really cool update. Thank you.
Totally fair question. When you click on a room, you want to go to the room.
Yeah.
It seems completely fair to me.
Yeah, and you were right there. Like some rooms are very extremely detailed, so it takes a while to load in.
Our next question comes from Canadian Marcus. All right, Canadian Marcus asks, will it ever be easier to make curved objects?
So again, like I said earlier, ever? Sure, yes. In the near future, no. I think, we just did a bunch of upgrades to the tubes so that you can kind of like edit the individual points and get a little bit more expressive with that. So hopefully that's been an improvement. Whoa. All right.
He's happy about
that.
Calm
down there talking, Ben. I've totally lost my train of thought. So yeah, we made some upgrades to the tubes. We have actually I think I've mentioned this in previous AMAs. Under the hood, we're doing some pretty major work on the overall rendering system for Rec Room. That's going to give us a bunch of improvements and allow us to build some more features down the road. And so things like making more curved, organic, squishy shapes is definitely on the roadmap, but it'll come after that rendering upgrade. So yeah, not in the near future. Hopefully you've checked out the recent tube upgrades we did with the more editable points, and see if that helps you. But eventually we'll get you more curved and organic shapes, but not in the near future.
From 4-Pointed Emerald asks, currently the new events tab doesn't show player count and the player numbers is hidden. Could we see the number beside the event come back in the future? Since this was really nice information to know.
Yes, well spotted. It's a bug. We'll fix it.
Oh. It's a bug. Oh, okay. All right. Well, there you go. Thank you guys so much for the question. And thank you so much for confirmation that. Yes. Oh, my bad. I thought you were trying to high five me.
Bugs.
Oh. Gribbly was just scratching his head. I was like, oh, okay. I thought that's, all right.
Up top.
All right, our next question comes from Tom CTA1. They ask, to add on to this, maybe there's a player count. There should be something like 16/25 people in an event kind of information to let people know if the event is full or not. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. We love that idea. And actually the design team have that on the design for a future iteration of that screen. So you'll see that pop up at some time. I'm not sure when exactly.
Okay.
I think we'll want to fix some of those other bugs first, but that is definitely coming.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that question. And then, yo, that's really good. Okay. All right. I think the last question for this room is from Thick Apple King. Could you guys give a Rec Room players the opportunity to submit designs for the weeklies, push players to be creative, let them be creative with the weeklies? That's a really interesting idea.
It's an interesting suggestion, not something we've thought about. I think my initial reaction is we're unlikely to do something like that. I think we obviously love the players to be creative, but there's so much other stuff that I think we would put ahead of the weeklies in terms of prioritizing being able to express yourself in Rec Room. But that's an interesting idea. We'll let me take that to the team. We'll chat about it. We'll see what we think. But yeah, currently no plans to do that.
All right, thank you so much. But we've been loving the hashtag arts category in the Discord where you guys show off your creative weekly items. So that's really cool. So thank you guys for that. First off, Ben, is this the best AMA ever?
Yeah.
Yeah! Woo! Guys, let's go! Yes! You guys heard from Ben.
All right, and our next question comes from Potato Lord 6741. They ask, will there ever be a customization on the Go feature? For example, I'm in the rec center and I want to change my outfit without leaving. I don't want to have the outfit saved.
Yeah. That's actually has come up a couple of times, and it is something we want to do. Ultimately, we think we want the customization to live in the watch, so that you can just fully customize yourself no matter where you are. The reasons behind it are actually kind of technical. It's kind of more complicated than you might think to kind of switch out stuff just wherever you are. But I won't go into the gory details. It's definitely possible. It's definitely something we'll do. I'm not 100% sure when, but yeah, that'd be cool if you could just customize wherever.
Yeah, that's such a cool idea. That is really awesome. But another question for you guys. What kind of potato do you guys like the most? French fries, hash browns? I mean, there's a lot you can do with potatoes.
Oh, if I had to pick, I think I'm a mashed potato guy. If I had to pick, if you said you only get one style of potato, because I like that you can put things in like garlic and creamy stuff.
True.
Yeah, it's yummy.
What about you, pal?
I like the crunch texture. I like things that pop.
That's what I'm talking about.
SFX food, ASMR food. The crispier the better. So
let's go. Yeah,
that's right. The crispier the better.
Yo, French fries, French fry gang. Guys in the chat, type in mashed potato gang or French fry gang. Yeah, sometimes we get amused by your names, guys. So yeah, we love your names, by the way. It's from One Epic Man. All right, here we go. Yes, this could help people a lot with the animating creatures. You could add a feature to the animation gizmo called inverse kinematics, or just rigging some of the bones just in Blender. It could also help with the cause of hard to animate or walking animations. With the inverse kinematics, or with bones and also animating different parts of the body is hard because it's not centered. And with the new tool, it will be centered, and also different parts of the bones will move with the other parts, which will help with the animating and walking animation. And for creatures that are thin, like the tripod from the back rooms, it would be invincible for the players that don't see the bones of the creature.
Inverse kinematics is definitely interesting animation technique. I think what you'll see us do before that, and you'll start to see this shipping over the next couple of months, is we're adding much better support for hierarchical building using the Maker Pen, so you can actually build objects that have much more formal hierarchies that make them much easier to work with. So for example, let's say you want to build a robot or something like that, you can actually have the arm be made out of multiple pieces, but also be grouped into an arm, so you can just pose the arm really easily. So that's going to be a pretty big upgrade to the building experience. So we're going to be doing that first, and that'll help a lot with animation and kind of creating characters and things like that. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Hierarchical building is coming.
Amazing.
You'll be able to do really cool posing like this and have the robot arm do these kind of moves. Our next question comes from Subject Editor 7944. They ask, could we ever expect to see a CV2 sampler and or CV2 animation gizmo? It takes way more ink making converters, and it would make some cool game design ideas if we could possibly make samplers local, or maybe even have them specifically play for a certain role. That's all. Cheers!
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you for the question. So Sampler, I got great news. It's in the ship cycle right now. It'll be appearing in the next week or two. So yeah, V2 Sampler is ready to roll out the door, and that'll be in your hands very soon. The animator is going to take a bit longer. I would say it's a few more months away. We definitely have big plans to bring over the V2 animator. It's going to be a few more months though. But yeah, the sampler coming out real soon, and I believe it's going to support everything you mentioned in your comment.
Oh wow! Okay,
awesome.
Great. That's really good to hear. All right.
Great question.
All right. Next question comes from Micey13_RR. Asks, will there ever be customization options for CV2 subtitles rather than it will always be a small white text? Some examples of things that could also be added are changing the color of the text, background color, enables, disables, background color, font sizes, and bold and italic.
Yeah. So I think these are all great ideas. Definitely something that we want to do. Not something that we're currently working on, but definitely on the roadmap. Yeah, we think it'd be cool if you could like have some bit more style and choice and variety in those subtitles. But yeah, thank you for.
All right, guys, we're down to our last question. And our last question is coming from thick_apple_king. They ask, I like some of the new things in the new Maker Pen UI, but it's a bit of an eyesore because there's close to no color coordination. What I'm wondering is if you guys can bring back the vibrant colors of the old UI for the buttons in the new UI. It's hard to discern some of these icons when they all look the same.
Yeah, so great feedback, and that's actually feedback we heard from a lot of players on the new Maker Pen, and so really simple answer is yes. We in fact have already done that. If it hasn't shipped already by the time you see this video, it'll be in one of the next couple of updates. We actually did a little test where we rolled it out to a few players just to make sure it was working well, and we're going to roll it out to everybody really, really soon. So yeah, those color-coordinated buttons are coming back thanks to everyone's feedback.
All right, guys. Well, that concludes the AMA of 31. Gribbly, is there anything, any takeaways you want to tell the audience out there?
Well, first of all, I want to thank Pao for participating in her first AMA and doing such a wonderful job. Thank you, Pao.
Thank you, Pao.
Let's go. Thank you.
And as always, I just want to say thank you to everyone for playing Rec Room. We really super appreciate you. We love you all. We hope you're having a great time out there. Please keep your feedback coming in. We really appreciate and value all of it. And yeah, that's it from me this time around.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much again for another amazing AMA, because we also got Gribbly over here. Gribbly, as always, thank you so much, Gribbly, for taking your time out of your day to come do the AMAs with us.
Of course. AMAs are my favorite thing to do.
Oh, really? Really? It is? Yes.
No, not really.
Oh. You know what? You know when you did this to me? That's what happens now. Yeah, that's what you get. And I just want to say, also, thank you to...
I was just saying it for the video.
Oh, I know. Wait, what? Oh, wait, I didn't... Oh, dude. Oh, and I just want to also say thank you to Pao for being here. Pao, thank you so much for helping ask the questions. That was awesome. So, and if you guys can, please leave a like and...
Smash that subscribe button!
Yeah! Yes!
Buttons. Go! Rocket launcher it.
Okay, all right.
You may have destroyed the button, I think.
Yeah, that's... Oh, my gosh.
Don't destroy the button. Just press the button lightly.
Well, we'll see you guys in the next AMA. Thank you guys again. We'll see you later. Bye, guys. Peace.
Bye, all.